Hello, it's Jack, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Car Mechanic 2021. I have something really special today, so before you click away, alright, listen to what's going to happen, okay? There's going to be a bit of dishonesty in the air today, but before we get to that, what, these two? You've seen these before, yeah, I've got two of them. This, this is not what we're going to do today, but it's ridiculous. Don't ask me why it's got wheels like that on it. Well, you can ask me. It needs them, apparently. It's ridiculous. This is part of the Fiesta video tutorial, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to do just to give you a sneak preview. What's all that about? That's ridiculous. Don't. Yeah, I'll go through that another time. It wasn't. This was not supposed to happen. It was just supposed to be a normal car, but anyway, engine swaps on a modded car. It just went. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, these two vans here. Yeah, aren't they lovely? Anyway, they're not all as they seem, right? They're not as honest as they seem. This one is. This one is very honest, and that's what this video is about today. Honesty and dishonesty. You see, this one is pretty good. It's a runner, right? Looks really nice, doesn't it? This one looks identical, but you know what? This one's a scam. This one doesn't even start. Dishonest van. And that, my friends, is what we're going to talk about today. Today, we're going to be a dishonest mechanic. So without further ado, let's get inside. So, inside the garage, nice and warm in here. Lovely and warm. So, I've got this is a customer order. It's not a story order, but it's from a customer. Okay, it's a Plymouth 1972. A Plymouth Roadrunner 1972. See, it's customer order, right, up here. Done all the jobs, just wanted some brake work doing on it, and I can finish the order over here. But I was looking at this car. Oh, it's a modded car, by the way. And if you don't know what a modded car is, or you're not sure about mods, I'm going to link my modded video in the description around about now. Okay? So, did all the jobs on this, so I could just throw it out the door. But I was thinking, what a beautiful car. Wouldn't it be great if I had a similar project car to this? Wouldn't it be great? Oh, look at that. Talk about setting up the video. Oh my word. Now, I don't know if this is going to fully work, right? But I'm going to play the role of a dishonest mechanic. And part of this story is kind of true. Because when I was much younger, I bought a Ford Orion, right? Back in the UK, when I was living in the UK. Not new, cost me an arm and a leg. And it had some lovely brand new Dunlop tyres on it when I bought it from second hand from the dealership. And one of the brakes was binding, so I took it back to have the brakes repaired. When it came back to me, it had different tyres on it. It had part worn, remolded tyres on it. But of course I couldn't prove they'd taken them off and swapped them out. So that's the basis of of this challenge, if you like. What we're going to do is this car here is identical in most respects. Some of the parts are not quite, but it's a 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner. Do you know what? Maybe I didn't realise it. That was a 1971. This is a 72. Oh, this could go in pear shape, couldn't it? This really could fuck up completely. I thought I'd set this up so well. Oh no, honestly. Anyway, okay, I've got to calm down. So the idea, right, is to take bits off this car and shove them. No, other way around. Take bits off this car, right, the customer's car, and put them onto my project car. Now, I've had a bit of a play, not with these specific cars. I did it with another car, Pagini or whatever it was, and that allowed me to kind of mess around with the tyres. Now, we're going to go one step further because I want the bits off that car. Now, the thing is, I only get one chance here because if it accepts, for example, if I take off all the tyres, I don't know if the customer's going to accept that, but if it does accept it, when I click complete the job, right down here, where are we, sorry, here, finish order, the car's gone. So I'm not quite sure which bits I'm going to be able to take off and replace. So we're going to find out, aren't we? Now, I'm hoping this won't be too long a video. And it's completely dishonest, right? Most of the mechanics I have met and worked with on cars I've had, 90% of them have been honest. But in any trade, you're going to get dishonest and honest, aren't you? So I'm not trying to showcase dishonest mechanics. I'm just trying to showcase what you can do in-game in Car Mechanic 2021 if you so wish to become a dishonest mechanic. So let's see if we can do it, shall we? Now this is a runner, right? This runs fine, right? It starts and everything. So you know it's not in bad condition. Uh, Trust me, to get this to start was certainly fun and a journey in itself. It's got the mag in it, the V8 overhead valve mag, which is nice. Condition-wise, over here, it's not bad. You know, I did actually repair the frame completely. Body 18%, parts 21, and the interior or the inferior is 13%. So it's not bad, and it does start. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're gonna nick his engine because his is really nice. And we've got to give the owner a name. So this is Mr. Jones's car. So I do apologise, Mr. Jones, if you're watching, but we're going to screw you. Absolutely, absolutely. Hook, line, and sinker, mate. We're taking your car to the bank. So first of all, I've got to prepare everything to make sure I can get everything out of the car. So that'll take me a couple of minutes because I need to, you know, drain the oil and all that good stuff. If you've never taken an engine out of the car before, it is very, very straightforward. You just need to basically decouple anything that's connected to the engine, as in the engine, to the drive shafts and the gearbox and all that stuff, and then you just need to drop the oil. So all you need to do basically is, on this, with it being a rear wheel drive car, is take off the starter, take off the drive shaft, take off the gearbox, not that you can see that, and then drain the oil, and then the bad boy will just pop out, eh? Doesn't that sound good? Okay, so without further ado, let me get the engine out of the car, okay? Alright, so give me a few seconds. Okay, so that's all done. By the way, you also have to disconnect the exhaust downpipes as well. And, you know, I've had to take the oil out, and they should now just pop out. Well, Mr. Jones has got a free oil change. First remove the front. You know what? I forgot that bit. Okay, fair enough. Let me just get rid of that front exhaust section. I'll be right back. Alright, second time the charm, I guess, or is it third time the charm? I don't know, it doesn't matter. Oh, I thought I just got rid of that. Oh, jeepers creepers. Now it is third time the charm, isn't it? Alright, engine's out. Engine is in my inventory, right? This V8 OHV mag. Now then, I've got to do the same with this one. But before I do it with this one, I don't know if they need to be the same engines or anything. You see, this is the same engine. I made sure it's the same engine, and I made sure it starts. Now, I don't know if that's the criteria to be able to do this swap. I don't even know if it's going to work fully anyway, but we're going to find out. But before I take out the engine, I think what's important to know is what I'm in this car for. So I bought it. It was shattered. Bought it from I think I got it from the auction. I think, yeah, auction. It was a 1 star barely. I mean, I paid 4,000, probably the cheapest car I've actually ever had from the auction. And because I can get it for that price, I might do another challenge on that. You know, buy a car under 5 grand from the auction. Wouldn't that be great? Anyway, I'm in profit 11,808. So you know we've got to keep a note of this. So just shy of 12,000. So once we've done all the bits and pieces, let's see how much we can steal off Mr. Jones, shall we? So I'll get this engine out of this one, and then we'll do a quick swap, and then we'll see what's what. That sound like a plan? Good. And just so you can see how you know how shitty this one is. I mean, you know, it's not in great condition. Now, you don't have to have a car like this, obviously. You could do it with parts. You know, if you've got some old knackered parts that you want to steal off another car, I guess that would also work. Because trust me, setting this video up was not that easy. Because the first one of these that I bought, all the parts were completely knackered. And the idea was, and this will only work, and I'm assuming here if it does work at all, if it to make this worthwhile, you need a car that's in really, really or pretty shitty condition, and then you need a car that comes in from the customer in pretty decent condition. Otherwise, you know, if his car's in worse condition than yours, then it's not going to work. I don't know why I took all that stuff off, but anyway, never mind. Took it off anyway. So these are the exhaust sections that I missed before for some reason. I don't know why. And I'm just going to get these off just for good measure, then I'm going to drop the oil. So what I'm saying is that because the overall condition of this car is pretty bad, but if you were to take an order and want to do this yourself, you basically, the way I did it, is I found one that I wanted to do, like maybe the Volvo for example, then I went and found a Volvo in the scrapyard or the auction to use as kind of the car I'm going to, you know, put the old parts back on the new car. But this one for example, you wouldn't want to do this because it's 35%. So you know, there's not much to gain. What you're after is something, you know, 62% maybe, you know, something that's pretty high, and maybe even a high value car. But again, you've got to find a similar donor car, haven't you? Anyway, without further ado, let's get this oil out, and then we're gonna swap them over. And I think this could be fun because it's gonna allow me to swap them over. No, well, I'm assuming it will. I don't think there's any game mechanics that will prevent me from nicking his engine, but I could be wrong. So let's get this down, shall we, and see if we can be dishonest for a change. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It feels so wrong though. It does feel wrong doing this. I hope I'm not going to create a whole society of dishonest car mechanics in 2021. Oh dearie me. Right, so that's out, right? So I should now be able to shove his engine, this one, which is a customer one, into my car. Oh, bugger me backwards. There it is. There it is. Which means, will it, the other one go in his car? I'm sure it will. That's the one. Do, 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 do. Oh, it did. It did. Oh my goodness me. What's my car worth now? 19,000. Oh wow. Well, it would be a shame to stop there, wouldn't it? I mean, he's got all shiny panels in his car. I've not. So, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we can take it? Wait. Oh, look at those wheels. I'm having those. I'm having those. Oh, dearie me. Let's just move this. We don't need this anymore. All right. Let me steal the. No, sorry. Let me change the wheels over. And I don't know if I can take this, but it's going to be fun to see, isn't it? All right. Give me a second. Look how snazzy that looks. Look at that. And to be fair, my wheels were pretty shot. Look, 6%, 30, 32, 19. It is weren't. Mr. Jones's wheels were wonderful. They were like 65 and 70% and all that good stuff. So thanks, Mr. Jones, for those. I just need to make sure you can't mix the same tyres on the front and on the back. You know, often if you get different tyre sizes, you can't mix and match them. Like you can't have a 16-inch on the front with a 17-inch on the front as well. It's a shame we can't see the value of this car because it's a customer car. Obviously, it doesn't give us the value of the vehicle. I wonder if I'm going to earn any cash on this job when I give it back to Mr. Jones. And do you think he's going to notice? think I would. I think I'd be like, yeah. So thanks, Jack, for doing my car. Where is it? It's just round the back. Is it round the back? He goes round the back, comes back, can't find it, can't see it. There's an old shitty one out there. But that's not the one I gave you. Alright, so that's all the wheels changed over, right? Mine have got, his has got, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's have a look. It was about 19, 20 grand, so I didn't add that much value to it, did it really? Now the only thing I'm a bit not sure about is the body. Because I think some of my bits on this one are not identical to the ones over here, and I'm just wondering if they need to be identical, you know, like for like, as they say. I think mine is slightly different. I could be wrong. We'll give it a bash, eh, and see. I mean, these are pretty straightforward to put back on if they're not okay. Yeah, clamshells coming off. And I think my hood's a little different than that. I don't think I've got the hood catches and everything on mine. But I think most of it's okay. And if it says parts missing, I can always put them back on. I know that one of my exhausts is completely different, so I'll probably just leave the exhaust as is. I mean, it's not in that great a condition, this car, but it's certainly in a better condition than mine. You see, he's got these two silver tubes down here, right? Oh, there's a rear clamshell. I don't think I've got one of those on mine. Oh, I have. Well, that's going to come off, isn't it? I'm missing some lights. Obviously, I can't send his car out with missing stuff. See, I've got a different tailpipe down here because I couldn't find another one. But if we just kind of strip this down, I know they're going to be able to go on, but the thing is, let's see, it should pick the best one. So his is 59, mine was. Now they're the same, both 72. Okay, that's good. Now I've only got I only had one of these lights, and mine was, I don't remember, but I'll put his in because they seem to be the same, so I'll put the better one in. I didn't have that light there, so I can't have that one because his car has to be complete. Oh, both of these were pretty shot anyway, but I'll put the better one on. So I'm not gonna get too much out of that one, am I? That's probably actually mine. I think mine was better than his. No. I think I've just put mine back on. Let's have a quick look. So I'm just doing this in little steps. That went on okay, just to make sure I've got everything that I took off goes back onto his car. Well, obviously not the same ones, but you know what I mean, the same part. Oh shit, which one was it now? Oh, bollocks. What's it say on the front? Oh, I've taken that off as well. Alright, let me just swap over some more of these parts and I'll be right back. Alright, give me a second. You see, his hood's different than mine. He's got hood C, I've got a hood. Just a normal hood. Let's see. Let's see if I can steal his hood and he'll accept it. And if not, we'll just swap them back over. The front bumpers are the same. And again, I don't know if they have to be identical or they just, you know, the part has to be there. But so far, you see, he's got a 72. I've only got a 71. That might be a problem. Well, I guess we'll figure it out, won't we? Fenders are the same, but his fender wasn't in that good a condition either, was it really? Yeah, his was a bit beat up, wasn't it really? So, you know. Headlight, his were miles better than mine. Okay, that's good. What about the front end? We have got a front end, haven't we? That's quite annoying. Do I need to put out the light in first? Front end, no. 34. Okay. Still better than the one I had anyway, isn't it? This fender on. That seems to be the same. Oh, GTX trim. I'm putting chrome trim on. Oh, I've got a real mismatch of a car here, haven't I? Well, we'll figure it out. Alright, let me crack on with that and I'll be right back. Alright, I've rebuilt everything on this car now. You know, I put the old gearbox back on from my car. And I've transferred as much as I can over. I didn't have a wing mirror, so I'm not going to wing mirror on the old Jollibee one. You can see everything's put on here back to, you know, how it how it should be. So the moment of truth, I've not put the gearbox and everything on mine, just in case I have to swap it all back over because it says it won't accept the order. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are we going to see if we can finish this order? Oh bollocks! Are you ready? Oh, starter's missing. All right, okay. Oh, I'm getting excited now. Okay. Stick around. All right, this is going to be fun. But it only picked up on the starter. You can have my old one, mate. I mean, if we're going to do the job, let's do it properly, eh? Oh, come on. Oh, where you going? You're falling over yourself, Jack. What's going on? Seriously, can this be done? Can this be done? Ah, you see? It does remember. Ah, you see, I thought that hood might have been a bit dodgy. And that's alright, that's alright. But I hope it doesn't start going through everything that's missing now. And say, no, you didn't do this right. So you got your hood C back, Mr. Jones, so I'll give you that, Oh. Alright, let me crack on and see what else is missing. I'll come back with the exciting bits, alright? Okay, so it was a clamshell B on this one, and mine was just a normal clamshell, so, yeah, it didn't like that. So that's fine. Alright, any more bits that I screwed up on? Oh, that's right, yeah, okay, that's fine, I know I have that, and it's the same. I just forgot to put it back on. So, I guess Car Mechanic, then, it does keep an inventory of everything that's in there. Okay, well, that's fair enough, What about now? Come on, what about now? Are we gonna sell it? Front end C? I haven't got a front end C. It didn't say before there was a front end C missing. I don't even have a front end C. Have I got a front end C on this one? Maybe. I don't know. Alright, well... What? I guess it's not that straightforward, is it? Front end. Ah, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. So it wants the exact one on. It's this one. The front end C. Obviously that was not identical. So I guess that's some food for thought then. If you are going to do this on any car, it's got to be like for like, yeah? You can't come out with that. Alright, fair enough. So, can I sell it now? Front left door. Alright, you know what? Let me just troubleshoot this down. Otherwise this is going to get ridiculous. Okay, the other door was actually a door D, and the reason it's coming up with all these different parts because it's a modded car. Let me just give you a quick glance over here. When you come to here and you come to the Plymouth Roadrunner, you see there's so many different types you can buy. Whereas if you were to pick a non-modded car, you don't get as much, as many parts. So it will be easier to do this job. Right, come on. Front left fender. Oh, I'm just going to swap all those parts back out. This is ridiculous. Okay, so at least we're learning something, aren't we? That it ain't that straightforward. Okay. Cars. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What a waste of frickin' time that was. You can't do it. I didn't know that. The car is in worse condition than when it was delivered to the garage. Bollocks. Okay. Well, if you enjoyed that, then thank you. That's very, very disappointing. Would have been nice if somebody could have pointed that out before I started this. I put so much time and effort into this, you have no idea. Alright, bollocks. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy content like this, even though it was a failure, at least you know that you can't do that. I'm sure you can do it at some level, swapping some bits and pieces out, but I mean, I've really fucked Mr. Jones over here, haven't I? So, I mean, let's face it. The game's, pretty secure and it's got its integrity. It doesn't allow dishonest mechanics, but I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure there's a way to be dishonest. I just got to figure it out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for dropping by. Again, drop me a sub, drop me a comment. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, I'll see you soon, and Jack is out.